Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you the intuitive messages I receive as well as the tarot card meanings. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, it helps my channel a lot. And you'll be notified when I post videos in the future, so it's kind of a win-win situation for both of us. But that being said, let's jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close for you. Column number 2 is going to be what's happening for April, just kind of in general. Then we're going to do a money column, a love column, and in our 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do a crystal of the month, 3 yes or no questions, and a healing note. Well, let's go and jump in. We're going to pull a summary card, and we have the card Surface. When I see this card, this is about like protecting yourself and letting things kind of bounce off the surface. So you need to think about having a bubble around yourself, Libra, that's protecting you, your energy, your chakras, your aura. But what's, again, the Surface card, it's about letting things kind of just bounce off of you, only letting the good in. Let's see what messages we have. The first card we have is the Six of Wands. I do want to point out really quick that the wand energy is pretty strong for this column. Wands are very creative energy, and they're also typically fire signs. But the Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So likely you are recognized or received an award, or there's just something celebratory that happened in the last few weeks for you, Libra. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. If you look at this card, this person built not a wall around themselves, but like a fence, so they can filter in the good things and good things only, and everything else just kind of bounces off of them. Very similar to the Surface card about not letting the bad in. Then at the bottom here we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords I've been seeing a lot lately, which is kind of interesting. It's a card of like gossip or drama or somebody like trying to spy on you, like trying to get dirt on you. Well, let's clarify this column and see what messages we can come up with, Libra. The first card we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like the Knight in Shining Armor card. It's truly like the Prince or Princess Charming. It could be very romantic or proposal-like. Some of you could have gotten engaged or married, or there could have been a proposal that was being celebrated. You could have also been to like a baby shower or an engagement party or something of that fashion that was recently celebrated. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a very solid, practical, wise leadership type card. With the King of Pentacles, this is about like doing something that's long-term good for you. And for whatever reason, whatever these boundaries are, and maybe you even like shut out a person or a relationship, or a certain habit, it's really good for you long-term. It could also be a card of investment. You do have 2 back-to-back money cards here, so some of you could have made a new investment as well. At the bottom we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace cards are cards of newness. In the case of the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. And there could have been like some sort of drama around it or some sort of gossip. Like maybe you heard through the grapevine that you weren't getting the job, but you did get the job, or maybe you heard through the grapevine that your company wasn't giving raises, but they actually were giving raises. But again, 2 really strong money cards paired together there, Libra. So now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general April, what we've got going on. We have the card Balance. Balance is always really, really good. Some of you could have been feeling a little unbalanced lately, but this is indicating that April will be a much more balanced time for you. Let's see what messages we've got. The first card we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. And what I mean by that is like this change needs to happen. So the Tower card always leads to something that's beneficial for you. But with the Tower card, it also like something didn't play out the way you wanted it to, Libra. And what I mean by that is like maybe you wanted it to happen on this date and it happened a week later, or maybe you wanted XYZ to happen and ABC happened. So the change is still going to benefit you eventually, but it didn't happen in the way that you were hoping for. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a really good card. It's wishes coming true, it's material abundance, it's good health. For those of you that haven't been feeling very good lately, this is a good card of health. Also another money card. We did have several money cards in the previous column. But this is like saying that whatever you want you can have, so be really focused on that, especially like don't let this change that didn't work out the exact way you wanted it, Libra. Don't let it derail you. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's the card of hard work. It can also be like that work smarter, not harder type of energy, but it's working really hard and like that hard work paying off most often. Let's clarify this column though and see what other messages I have for you. We have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is about going within for clarity. It's about being on your own personal quest, your own personal truth, kind of like living the life that you're meant to live. So I would take this Tower moment, whatever this unwanted change, Libra, and just embrace it, because this is saying that it's like putting you on your path, putting you on your journey still. The next card we have is the Page of Swords. We had the Page of Swords just a little bit ago. That's again that gossipy, rumor, kind of water cooler talk type energy. What I'm going to say with this is, again, like somebody's saying it might not happen, but in reality it is going to happen. So you just need to focus on you and like kind of shut out the gossip and the drama. Just because other people aren't saying it's coming through, it is going to come through regardless. Then at the bottom we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration, family, friends, reunion. Given this hard work card, I do think some of you could be celebrating like a promotion, new money, a bonus of some sort, just given how hard you've been working. This could also be indicating how hard you've been working for a certain relationship, like maybe you have a trying relationship with your parents and you've been trying to work through it. Maybe you have a challenging friendship or relationship at this point. But I do think there will be more balance. This is like saying that you've worked really hard for one of these relationships. Now, Libra, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything money. The first card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. I love seeing the King and Queen of Swords in the money column because I can tell people like the job you're doing right now is a good fit. The money choices you're making are good long-term. Investments you're making are good long-term. Just like a sound long-term card. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Again, those ace cards are any ace card is a card of newness. The Ace of Cups specifically, though, is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. This is going to come in the form of a business proposal, I believe. It could also be a new coworker or boss or new business partner. But think business proposal when we see this Ace of Cups, specifically a relationship, I believe. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition. It could indicate a change sometimes too. So some of you, again, could be getting this new business proposal that will result in a change. But this is about trusting your gut. And I'm just going to throw this out here because it's like the message that's coming through. You need to trust your instinct and if you should bring things up this month. Let's say somebody forgot to file a report and is it worth bringing up with them or not? Trust your gut in that sense. Make sure you're picking your battles wisely. Not sure why that message is coming through, but it is. Let's see if we can clarify these a little bit further. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident and very self-assured. So again, going back to the King of Swords, that King of Swords is very intentional. It's very strategic. It's doing the right thing long term. So there may be times where like you need to reassure yourself, Libra, like, hey, this is the path I want to be on. Studying for this exam is the right thing to do. This investment is the right thing to do. The King of Swords is saying it is, and the Queen of Wands is just saying that you're confident and self-assured. The next card that we have is the Devil. The Devil is a card of addiction, greed, envy. It could be obsession. The message I'm getting here, for those of you going for a new job, and let's say the job offers you like $2,000 less than you asked for, always know your worth, Libra, but like make sure that you're not missing a good opportunity over a small amount of money like that, or like making sure this is mutually beneficial is what's coming through. I hate to use the word greedy, but it's like make sure you're not being greedy in this instance. And don't worry about this. Like some of you could be hyper focused or like obsessed over this new thing, and you just don't need to be. Then at the bottom we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, collaboration, skill. Collaboration's a big one. And what I was kind of saying with the moon is like, be thoughtful in what you bring up and like ask yourself, is it really worth bringing up? Just keep that in mind is like, because this is very much a teamwork card and a collaborative card. So look at all of these work and investment and money related relationships in a really positive light. I would say like don't be nitpicky this month. Be more possibly supportive than usual. It's very good. Like I feel like the harder you work for your team, the harder your team is going to work for you this month. Now at this point in time, we're going to take a look at love. So think about anything related to love, family, friends, relationships, marriage, single, children, all of the above there. And let's see what we've got on the love front. So the first card that we have is the Fool. The Fool is a really good card. It's the first card in the major arcana. The Fool, no matter where it shows up in a reading, is always a good thing. It indicates fresh hope, taking chances, going on a new path, new beginnings. For those of you that are single and hoping to be in a relationship, this could be an indicator of a relationship. Some of you could be like going to the next stage in a relationship, like you could be engaged or getting married, maybe your family's expanding. There's just something new going on in your love life here with the Fool card. It could even be a new friendship too. It does not necessarily have to be a love relationship. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of a couple different things. It can mean ill health. So there could be somebody in your family or close friend circle that's been sick lately. We'll take a little bit closer look at that. We did talk about health clearing up earlier, so it'd probably be the same for this card too. This is also a card of like isolating. So I would say, Libra, this is like a reminder to take care of yourself, whether you're single, in a relationship, married, children. Make sure you're taking time for yourself this month in April. Do a little bit of self-isolation, a little bit of self-care there. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of being a necessary transition. So if you take a look at this card, all the people are facing away from us. It's a little gloomy. There's a bunch of swords stuck in the boat. But I actually really like the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, again, is that necessary transition. It's something that has to happen. It's moving into that new chapter, likely tied to this new beginning. And with the Six of Swords, this could actually be physically relocating, so some of you could be actually moving as well. But let's clarify this column and see what messages we get. We have the Eight of Cups, which is another kind of new beginning transition card. If you take a look at this card, the Eight of Cups are stacked really nicely there, but yet this bear is still walking away, going on to something new. And the Eight of Cups is about withdrawing, retreating, moving on. So even though this looks good, we're still going for the new beginning. So two new beginning cards there at the top. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. We had the card King of Swords earlier. This is again that intentional, strategic, saying you're doing the right thing long term. So again, for those of you with health issues, I do think things will ease up because again, this is saying good long term. There could be some of you that are like taking time for yourself, which I feel like this is something you need to figure out how to do on an ongoing long-term basis. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. For those of you that watched my readings before, the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. We have the rainbow at the top with all the cups. There's a happy couple, kids playing, there's grass, green grass, water's running, there's a house in the background. This is like the card of everything. This is a great card if you want to start a family or have children. But it is the card of family, total contentment, love, love, total support. Overall, really, really good. Again, I see it as the card of everything. And what I'm getting is you're transitioning to this place of having everything that you want, Libra. Now we're going to take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Fragment. So when you see this, oftentimes it means you're going to like get bits and pieces of information this month, and things could be, like it says, a little bit fragmented. But let's see what messages we have coming through. The first card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card of being patient. You do have two back-to-back patient cards here, so keep that in mind. But this is new job, new raise, new money. You've had quite a few really solid money cards coming through here, Libra. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of having to wait or like delayed success. You see this person planted these pentacles and now they're basically like waiting for them to grow. But at the bottom here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Similar to the Ten of Cups, this is my other favorite card in the entire deck. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of good fortune. It's turning point. It's a card of good luck. But I feel like you're like on the turning point of getting more money. Like you've been waiting for more money and here you are at this turning point now. But let's clarify and see. We have the Sun card to start with. Great card to have. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. I do think that you will be getting more money and you'll be successful in whatever this new money is. The next card that we have is the Chariot. It's good to see the Chariot on top of the Seven of Pentacles, that waiting card. The Chariot is the Vroom Vroom card. It means things are in action, things are changing, you're on a journey. It means things are moving, vroom, vroom, which is good because we have that stagnant card there. So you're going to see some movement towards this money, towards this happiness this month. Then we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. And I do feel like some of you have been like just having low feelings in general. Maybe it's due to this waiting or maybe not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But we're at the turning point. So we're at the turning point for moving away from these low feelings as well, which is really good. Now, Libra, at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause this video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Ace of Diamonds. This is the number 9 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 8 of Hearts. This is number 36 card. That's going to be a no. And for question number 3, we have the 8 of Spades. This is going to be a yes. So we have no, no, yes for you, Libra. Now we're going to take a look at Crystal of the Month. We're going to pull a card from this Healing Stones deck. Keep this crystal with you in your pocket, on your desk at work, on your nightstand. This month you have Praise, which is good for composure, slowing down. It gives you profound inner peace. And it really just helps you kind of trust in life, trusting that journey. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. And the note says, "And so I wait for time to heal the pain and rise me to my feet once again. Now I can start a new path, my own path, the one that will make me whole once again." Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates for you. Again, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when I post videos in the future, and that helps me very much. If you feel inclined, I did post my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you again, Libra, and have a wonderful April.